It's MactheGuru. I just finished watching Godfather of Harlem, season 3, episode 7. It's my review. Dog, this show is so fire. Man, it is a big boy game. I'm watching this, and it's so much stuff going through my mind. I remember my grandpa telling me since the 60s, the government has been working so it will never be another black messiah. You got to remember, this goes back to Booker T. Washington, Frederick Douglass, and then you had Marcus Garvey, and then came the Martin Luther Kings and the Malcolm X's, right? But after that, really think about it. You had the Black Panther Party, and that was like the last big hoorah. And after that, it really ain't been nobody else. I mean, it been master teachers. It been, elders still out here doing their thing, but it ain't been nobody on that level. Tupac had a chance, in my opinion, but he didn't get there. And it just, like, seeing this stuff on TV, like, how grimy these dudes is, it's just nuts. Wild Bill is off the chain. I couldn't believe he hit the dude that was a double agent. He didn't even know. That's the craziest part. Like, he could have not been a double agent. Bumpy could have been wrong, even though Bumpy was right. He just hit him. I was like, ooh, Wild Bill is nuts. And then, of course, Bumpy ends his relationship with Jose, which I'm glad he ended that relationship. I'm glad he caught on quicker. Like, it didn't go for episode and episode. But I gotta be honest, when they wrote in the beginning and Bumpy told him exactly where Malcolm was gonna be, I knew Bumpy was gonna be able to find out who was telling the CIA the information just by letting him know that, because he ain't tell nobody else that. So I'm like, okay, yeah, Bumpy gonna be able to figure that out. So he did, and ended their relationship with Battle, man. But this whole thing is wild with the CIA and the FBI, J. Edgar Hoover, the pictures. I heard rumors about him being, on the fence way back in the day. And it's like, that stuff gotta be true, because they wouldn't be just putting it in this show. I heard it a few places about J. Edgar Hoover and him, doing other type of stuff in his leisure. He liked to, get down with other type of stuff, and they brought that up. So it was a bunch of stuff they was dropping in this episode here, man. And then made me left Bumpy. That was heartbreaking. I thought he was going to stop her at the door and, where you going, baby? No, don't leave me. She left him. And she know where all the bones are hid, And it wasn't really his fault that the lawyer got, well, it kind of was, because he got involved with the CIA, so it was kind of his fault. But, man, he didn't want that lawyer to get knocked. He was trying to get him up out of there, So it was just a sad event that happened, but made me straight left, and she slapped him out the door. I said, ooh. She was mad, dog. But he got to get Mamie back, because Mamie, that's his peace. When he out in the streets, he go do all that stuff. He come home, Mamie there. His peace is there. He like, oh, my woman. Everything is good. I got her. So hopefully he able to get her back. But it's going to be difficult, because he's still moving coke. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the thing she want him to stop, because she ready for them to go legit, he ain't did it. And I think she left the jury. Remember, she looked at the jury before she left, and she still decided to leave? That lets you know it ain't about money with her. She just like, yo, I give all this up. I got to get up out of here. I'm not liking this situation. I wonder if she's still in love with her. I think she is, and I think if she's still in love with him, he could get her back. Now, on to the other two big things that was happening in this episode. One gotta be Omar. Man, I thought he had turned on them again, but he didn't. He was doing some research, and Malcolm then bumped him up to like the chief of security. I said, oh, that's a big role. Like, dang, dog, you done bumped him up to that already? Like, you could have brought him in as the doorman first or something. Don't just make him chief of security, but he did. And what's crazy is, if y'all ever seen the Malcolm X movie with Denzel Washington, the dude Omar looked like one of the dudes, the security, like head security dudes in that movie. I think they did that on purpose, just to tie it in for people that know. You know what I'm saying? But if you go watch the Malcolm X movie, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But Omar, he was able to figure some stuff out, boy. That one sister, Sandra, she's so grimy. Like, so grimy. I don't even know why she would want to hit Malcolm that bad, or not like Malcolm that much. It's just wild. And then the same thing for the other dude, Brother Clyde. Like, what are y'all doing? So they going against him. But Malcolm got the CIA, FBI, all these people is on him on the other side. So you really get to see what all he was up against and why his life went the way it went. So we talked about Malcolm. We talked about Bumpy and his situation. The last big situation, and this one was a wild one too. The whole thing with Stella, her daddy Chin, and Joe. Oh, this one was wild. They went and got the stepmama. He figured out what she did with Tommy. Figured out she was sleeping with Tommy. That's Olympia. I didn't know that. I'm like, dang, when they sleep together? But maybe it was something that happened off screen. Because sometimes writers, they do that in shows. They'll leave something for off screen and then just reveal it to you. So I'm like, maybe that happened off screen and they revealing that. But she's sleeping with him. She tried to hit Stella. Joe figures all this out. He walks in there, gives Tommy an ultimatum. Of course, Tommy got an ultimatum. He gonna do whatever Joe's saying, because he do not want everybody else to know about this situation, because he will definitely be knocked off. But for this happening to Joe, because let's be real, even though people might not like Joe and how he moved and how he was moving with Bumpy, he did not play Chin. He didn't play Chin. He wasn't trying to take Harlem from him. He was just trying to work to keep Harlem from Bumpy and do it right. Now, he's trying to take Harlem from Chin, and he going to end up with Chin's daughter, because they getting closer and closer and closer. He even gave her the ticket for France. But, hey, I want you to stay. She said, all right, I'll stay. So they getting closer and closer. It's going to take a while if, they actually do something with each other. But they getting close. And Stella is just as messy as ever, dog. She get the lawyer beat down all because of her. Not all because of her, because we do find out that Chin feel like Joe was cheating him out money, so that was part of it too. But most of it was because of her, and she ended up telling Joe exactly what it was. But, man, she is just wild, dog. And what's crazy, it's women like her that'll have dudes running around hurting other dudes and all that over a lie. Had dudes in jail over a lie. All type of stuff, dog. So it's like, you just gotta you gotta know how to read women, dog. And no, you just can't be out here just listening to them and believing everything they say. They lie just like men do. But with this situation, it is starting to make me think, man, Chin ain't gonna return to the show. So we lost Malcolm X. They replaced Malcolm X. And we lost Chin too. That's crazy. It's really coming to me now. Maybe they had budget cuts or something. I don't know what happened. But he literally been gone this whole season. And initially, coming into this season, I knew we lost Malcolm X. But I thought in my mind, Chin will be back. He gonna come back soon. I'm still hoping he do, but it's looking like they gonna knock him off while he's in jail. And we'll just never get Chin again, which will really suck, man, because phenomenal actor. I mean, them first 2 seasons, seeing him and Bumpy go back and forth, that's just like 2 amazing actors on screen going back and forth. That was just dope, man. So I hope he come back. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode. This one was the best one of the season to me. Like, I was all in watching this. I said, dang, this is getting good and getting better and getting better. Like, straight up, man. Y'all let me know what y'all thought, though. It's MactheGuru. If you're still here and you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Click that like button. I appreciate it. And as always, man, y'all be easy, be safe. Peace.